Do you want to know what I eat, do, and wear to stay fit and healthy at 54? Then keep watching. Hello everyone, it's me, Serena. Today's video is a little bit different, but it is a much requested video. I get a lot of questions about, my exercise routine, what I eat, my diet, that kind of thing. So that's what I'm going to be talking about today. And along with what I do, my exercise, I'll be showing you what I wear. So there's a little bit of fashion in this video too. So hopefully there's something for everyone. And I will have a few things to link today, maybe not as many as in a regular fashion video, but I will have everything that I talk about in today's video linked down in the description. Today's video is sponsored by AG1. More from them in just a minute. The first thing I'm going to get out of the way today is some makeup questions. I've gotten a lot of questions recently about my eyeshadow and lipstick and all that. So today I'm telling you right now, this well-worn palette is what I used on my eyes. I did just really simple, not much at all, since this is more of an active type video. But this is from Profusion, and I get these at Walmart, and they're like $5 for, a 10 shadow palette. This one is called Smoky. I also have the mauve one and one that's called Bear. But today I used the Smoky one. I used this color right here that you can see I've used a lot of, and then for some contrast I used this kind of brownish shade right here. And then on my lips today, I just put no lip liner. I just did a really light sweep of this Revlon lipstick. It is in color 420, and the name of the color is Blushed. Here's what it looks like. So those are my eye and lip colors today. Okay, first of all, I'm going to talk about what I eat in a day. And this is not very exciting. Hate to disappoint you, but I just have to be honest here, okay? I don't eat really healthy. I just watch what I eat. And what I mean by that is I watch how much I eat. And I'm not on a big weight loss journey right now. I have done that in the past. I've used keto and other low carb eating plans to drop weight in the past. And does it work? Yes, it does. But I have found that those kind of diets, and even Weight Watchers, I did Weight Watchers to get rid of that baby weight. And I was pretty successful with it as long as I stuck to the plan. That is with anything, as long as you stick to the plan. Well, it gets harder and harder to stick to a plan the further you go. And so I decided I wanted to try something that is very popular right now. A lot of people are doing it, and that is intermittent fasting. And I didn't want to just kind of dip my toe into it. I really read up on it. There's a book that I got on Amazon, and I will link this down below. It's called Fast, Feast, Repeat by Jen Stevens. And the motto of her in this book is delay, don't deny. And because with intermittent fasting, you can eat anything you want. Nothing is off limits. You're just eating in a smaller window of time. In a way, you are restricting calories, but you're doing it by the clock, not by what you're eating. Let me say that I eat what I want within reason. I'm not eating ice cream and cake every day. I'm not eating burgers and fries from McDonald's every day. It's not going to work if, what you put in your body is all garbage. So I have a pretty balanced diet, but what I found by doing the intermittent fasting and doing it when I do it the right way is at first it is hard, but once your body adjusts, it's not. You'll find yourself just not as hungry as you thought you were. A lot of the time when you think you're hungry, you may just be thirsty. Your body may be dehydrated. And you can drink all the water you want, and you can drink plain, unsweetened iced tea or hot tea, and you can drink plain coffee, black. During the window of your eating, now you can have sweet tea, whether it's with sweetener or real sugar. You can have a Coke. You can have a cocktail. You can have a latte with all the flavoring and whatever in it, you know, your favorite one from Starbucks. But when you're in your fasting period, it's just water, unsweetened tea, and black coffee. And I won't go into all the details, but the reason this book was so good is some of it in the beginning to tell you how it works and what it does with your body. It gets down into the weeds, but it explains not only how and why it works as a diet tool, but why fasting is just good for your body. And I can tell you that I feel so much better when I fast, and I'm doing a clean fast, than when I'm not. Because if you're not giving your body and your digestive system that break it needs just to rest, you know, if you've got something going in your body all the time, your digestive tract never gets a break, and it needs a break. You'll learn all about that in this book. So the health benefits go far beyond the weight loss aspect of it, is what I'm trying to say. Another way I've been taking better care of myself this year is by getting the appropriate vitamins, minerals, and supplements in my body. And the way that I have been doing that is with our sponsor today, AG1. AG1 is a daily foundational nutritional supplement that supports whole body health. It takes the place of multiple vitamins and supplements and puts it into one convenient powder for maximum absorption in your body. I've been using it for a while now, and I love the convenience and the taste. Yes, it is green. It's very green, but it is naturally flavored with vanilla bean and pineapple extracts. And you can actually taste that. When you look at a green drink, you think it's going to taste bad or that it's going to be bitter, and AG1 is not. You really get those notes of the vanilla and the pineapple in the flavor of the drink. Some of the benefits of AG1 are healthy aging. It supports mental clarity, focus, and energy. And I think we could all use some of that. It supports your immune system with essential vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants like zinc. Another benefit is stress recovery, which I can definitely relate to, with adaptogens and superfoods providing support for mental and physical stress each day. I put a lot of stress on myself just with my job, and of course I have other stressors, you know, family things, all the other things that happen in our lives. Stress really affects my body, and I can tell when I'm getting stressed because my body lets me know. So I'm glad to have this support through AG1 for stress recovery. Just 1 scoop a day and 8 to 12 ounces of water is all you need. It gives you your daily vitamins, minerals, plus pro and prebiotics for gut health, which I really need, as I've mentioned before, because of my IBS. And that is another way that stress rears its head in my body. To try AG1, just scan the QR code here on the screen, or you can go through the link that I'll put down in the description. And you guys get a special offer for being my viewers. You'll receive a 30-day supply of the powder, a stainless steel canister to keep the powder in your fridge. It goes in the fridge, not the cabinet. So this canister is perfect for keeping it sealed up tight and fresh in the fridge. You'll also get the shaker and the scoop, plus a year's supply of the vitamin drops. These are great to go along with the AG1 because these combination of vitamins really helps to support immunity even more. So you'll get that along with 5 convenient travel packs. Now these travel packs are the equivalent to 1 scoop, so you just mix it with your water if you're traveling, and these do not require refrigeration. So you can just take them with you, or you can throw them in your bag for your day, whatever. You can take them with you wherever you're going. Thanks to AG1 for sponsoring today's video. Now let's continue. I don't know if you've ever heard of this saying, but it's true. You can't outrun a poor diet. When it comes to losing weight, if that is your goal, and it may just be getting fit, but if you're trying to lose weight, it's 80% what you eat and only 20% what you do. So that's where that phrase comes from. You can work out and run and do all these things like crazy 7 days a week, but if your diet is crap, you're not going to lose the weight. But I have always felt like exercise is very important. I have a long history over many years of being involved in fitness at some level. I was a cheerleader in high school, I was on the dance team in college, and on the dance team we had to go weigh in every single week. And if our weight got above a certain point, then we couldn't perform that week. I don't know if that would fly in today's culture, but when I was in college, that's what we did. And that's when I first got serious about fitness. Just the dancing and all the hours upon hours of rehearsing that we did every single week. So I do have experience, in fitness. And for a while in college, I was a fitness instructor. I actually got a job at the gym where we worked out, and I was teaching step aerobics because that was the big thing back then in the early 90s was step aerobics. And I loved it, and I continued doing that well into the 90s. But now that we're older, we may not be able to do high-impact aerobics, and that's fine. We can walk, we can jog, we can do lots of other things to stay fit and healthy. So what do I do besides walking to stay in shape? Well, a lot of you have a problem with your upper arms, and I'm aware of that. A lot of you ask me what I do. Well, here's what I do. When I am out walking, I do some arm and shoulder exercises. And these are very basic, and you can do them walking, or you can do them without walking at home while you're holding heavier weights if you want to. And I even have some of these little wrist and ankle weights, and this makes it a little bit harder. I started doing these with no weights at all, which is fine, but by adding just that little bit of weight, it's just a pound, but boy, you feel it. So the first thing I do is working my shoulders. I just do the arm raises out to the side, and that works like the top part of your shoulder. And then another thing I do is I do that lift up to the side, and then I rotate, and then rotate it back down. And what that does is that works the front and top and back a little bit of your shoulder. You can also do just front arm raises with the weights, or you can hold weights in your hands, and that works the top and the front of your shoulders. Or you can just do shoulder flies just right out to the side, and that's going to work your shoulders as well. Now for my triceps, which that's your flabby arm section, what I do is just tricep kickbacks, and I do these while I'm walking too, and that is just extending your arms out behind you and squeezing. And with these weights, you are going to feel that right back here in your triceps, and that's really what you need to work if you want to get rid of those bat wings. And now you can use just your body weight, and you're gonna tone up. You have to do more of them. You really have to just do repetition, repetition, repetition. But if you add a little bit of weight, then that's going to help shred off some of that fat and really help build muscle and give some definition to your arms. Another great tricep exercise for flabby arms is what I'm doing here, just grabbing a single weight. This is a 5-pound weight, which is very light, but you can do this with a 2-pound weight or whatever, and you just do extensions up, and you're working both arms at the same time by doing that. That's pretty much the extent of what I'm doing for arms, but of course there are other things you can do. You can just do your arm circles, do a bunch of arm circles forward and backward, and just do them as long as you can. That's going to work your triceps and your shoulders. And of course, bicep curls. Just get whatever size weight you like. I actually need another one of these. I don't know what happened to my other 5-pound weight, but just do your bicep curls. And then you can lay on your back and do flies like this if you're laying back, and that's going to work your chest muscles. And all that is going to help define your arms and your shoulders, which a cut shoulder and bicep and tricep really looks great. You don't have to look like a bodybuilder to do it. Just use light weights and lots of reps, and you'll get some shapely arms in no time if you're consistent. And now I have to admit something, and this has to do with my tummy, which I showed you guys what my tummy looks like back in this video. So, and tips on how to conceal it. So if you haven't watched that, be sure and go check that out. But I have really been working the past few weeks on my tummy because I've neglected it for way too long. And the reason I neglect it is because I hate sit-ups. I hate getting down on the floor to do any kind of exercises. I would much rather be standing. So YouTube has tons of standing ab exercises. So you can search up that, you'll find all kinds. But here are some that I like to do. The first two is just a simple lift up your knee and touch your hands out in front of you. When I do this, well, I started out at 50, and that's 50 total, so it's 25 on each leg. But you don't have to start out at 50. Start out with doing as many as you can, okay, and then build from there. Another standing ab exercise I like to do is just bring in the opposite elbow to the opposite knee. And you can do all on one side and then switch to the other side, or you can alternate it, just whichever feels good to you. And that's going to work your abs, but it's also starting to work your obliques with that twist. And your obliques are over here on the sides. So that helps work on your waist and whittling your waist, which I really need to do. And then another great standing ab exercise is just the side bends. Just bending over with one arm up, bending over. You can use a weight or not, but that is working on your obliques again. And I also feel these kind of on the back parts of my hip right there. If you've got love handles, this is a great exercise for love handles. So just maybe start with 10 or 20 on each side, whatever feels good to you, and work up from there. Moving on to legs. Y'all always ask me, you know, what is my workout routine for my legs? Well, I have to admit that I'm just blessed with some good genes when it comes to my legs. My mother had really pretty legs, very shapely, and I think I took after her, because even when I'm not working real hard on my legs, they still look pretty decent. But this is my go-to leg exercise, and it's just a simple squat. And when you're doing squats, the main thing you want to focus on is don't put your knees out over your toes. Don't do that. That's going to put too much stress on your knees. And I realize that these are hard to do if you have knee issues. So if you have knee issues and can't do squats or lunges, I'll look for some other exercises. You can always do the donkey kicks, you know, when you're on the floor and kicking your legs out behind you. But if you're doing squats, you know, just start doing as many as you can do. I do about 50. Don't extend your knees over your toes. You want to just sit back like you're sitting in a chair. Keep your body as upright as you can. And I'm not doing a great job of it in this B-roll that you're watching here to the side, but you want to try to keep your body as upright as possible, and then just sit your butt back like you're sitting back in a chair. And you want to press your heels into the ground while you're doing this. That's going to keep your form correct, and it's going to help with balance. You can even lift your toes up off the floor and just have all your weight be pressing down through your heels, and then sit back like you're sitting in a chair. And of course there's lunges. Man, I hate lunges. They work great on your legs. You just stand with your legs one in front of the other and then bend down on both legs. And you're really working your quadricep muscles hard on lunges. So that is my little workout routine, what I do to try to stay somewhat fit. And I used to do all these classes and try to keep up with younger people at the gym, and I ended up injuring myself a few years ago, and I've just decided I don't have to do that. And that was hard for my competitive nature, because I wanted to be in there and do everything just as good as anybody else in that class. But you have to know your limits. and I've just decided that I'm going to be kinder to myself and do what I can and not worry about what anybody else is doing. And all these things that I've shown you, you can do at home. You don't need any special equipment. If you want some hand weights, that's fine, but you can just use your body weight on these two and get a good workout. I want to talk about my favorite sports bra. I just got so tired of the, pull-on kind of sports bras that just give you the uniboob. I was just over it. Plus, they never did really give me the support I needed. And so I found one that is supportive and it's comfortable. It's amazing. And it's this one from Victoria's Secret. And it has these ventilation holes like here behind my mic and on the sides. It is made like a regular bra. It's not underwire, but it is so supportive. The straps are fully adjustable and it's very true to size. This is a size double D, 34 double D, and that is my true bra size right now. And it fits me perfectly and I'm very secure. I mean, I could go run, jog, do something high impact in this bra and I'm going to be okay. So I liked it so well, I got it also in this purple color that I thought was really pretty. I like to have fun with my sports bras, get them fun colors. And then I don't really care if the straps show with what I'm wearing because they're a sports bra, and so I like to get the fun colors. I prefer a sports bra that's made like this, the straps coming down the sides. That's just much more comfortable for me. Sometimes you need a racer back. They are more supportive in a racer back style. So I got this one also from Victoria's Secret. So these cups are not padded or anything, they're just lightly lined, so that protects your modesty. And this fabric is very ventilated, kind of this mesh fabric in the back. And this is a pull-on style, but the straps are totally adjustable. Again, I got my size 34 double D and this fits me perfectly. Now, if you're looking for a pair of shorts instead of an active skirt, I love these from CRZ Yoga. They come in so many different colors, and these are their running shorts, and I believe these come in 2 different inseam lengths. This one is just about a 3-inch inseam, but it kind of hangs down lower on me, so they're not that short is what I'm trying to say. And these have the built-in mesh undies if that's what you want to wear with them or not. But these are very comfortable because they have a wide waistband, and I wear a size medium in these and everything. These have one zipper pocket right here. I wish they had a pocket on both sides. That's the only thing I don't like about these. But they're very comfortable and cool, so if you'd rather wear a short than a skirt, these are great too. Now, if you like the idea of an active skirt, but you don't want one quite as short as the one I had on previously, I can't say enough good things about this one from Land's End. Y'all have seen this in a couple of videos, and it is 16 inches long. So it is longer, and it's got nice longer shorts. And these bike shorts that are built in, they do not ride up. They are long enough and they fit nicely, so they don't creep up at all. And these shorts underneath have pockets on each side, and the skirt also has pockets on each side. They have a variety of styles of these activewear skirts, so I will link a couple down below, but I'm wearing this in a size small. This runs a little bit more true to size, whereas I size up in the CRZ Yoga. This is a small, and that's usually what I wear. So if you're looking for one a little bit longer, try the Land's End skirts. Now, another trend that has been going strong for the past few years now is these athletic dresses. Of course, they've been around for a while for tennis, but they have taken on a life of their own, and people are wearing them for lots of different things. And I saw them all over Disney on ladies of all ages, older than me, younger than me. And this one is from CRZ Yoga, and it actually has a longer skirt skirt than either of those skirts that I tried on a minute ago. And this one has the racer back style. And of course it has the built-in shorts, and this one you can tell it's made for tennis because this pocket over here is for a tennis ball, and then this one is a regular pocket. But I have found that the tennis pocket is perfect for my AirPod case. It fits in there just fine, doesn't fall out. So I will wear these walking too. I wouldn't do anything high impact in this because this has got a built-in bra and I really need more support than what it's giving. But if you have a smaller chest, then it might be fine for you. But yeah, people, at least where I live, they wear these all summer. And I have a neighbor, catty corner from me over here, who she's 59, I think, and she wears these all summer long. I don't know how many she has because she has on a different one every day. She wears them to work in the yard, she wears them to walk her dog, and she wears them when she goes on her daily jogs around the neighborhood. So she wears them constantly. They are very good for keeping you cool, and you could just throw on a sweatshirt or a hoodie or something over top of this and cover up a little bit if you're inside or running in a store or something like that. But this one is from CRZ Yoga, and it's very reasonably priced, like in the $30-something range. Here's another activewear dress that I really like. This one is from Athleta, so it's more expensive, but it is made just really, really nicely. And Athleta has most, if not all, their dresses and pants in petite sizes, which is great for people like us who are 5'4" and under. This one, I like the back style of this one, and I like that it doesn't have spaghetti straps. And the bra, while it's just a shelf bra, it's just more supportive than in that CRZ Yoga one I had on previously. This is in, I can't remember if it's petite medium or petite small. One of the two. I'll have to look in the tag, and I'll put it down in the description with the link. I always put what size I wear. But I wore this to Disney. The only downside to these is you do have to pull the whole thing down when you go to the restroom. But when we were at Disney, I went ahead and wore one of these bras underneath it. So I had double support. And yes, the bra peeked out here and, you know, by my straps a little bit, but I didn't mind that because it's a sports bra. And it also gave me just a little bit more coverage because this is a, you know, kind of a low neckline. And with this peeking through, it really didn't look bad, and I was fine with that. But this one is very comfortable. The fabrication is great, and the material feels great, and I would wear something like this out in my neighborhood walking too. It's actually cooler to me than a tank top and shorts or tank top and a skirt. So if it's really hot, I'll be wearing one of these. Now for shoes. Y'all know I have been a huge fan of New Balance. For a while, I've had 2 pairs of their Fresh Foam More sneakers. The Fresh Foam line at New Balance, it's just the technology that they have here in the bottom part of the shoe that just gives a really bouncy, light feel. I mean, these make you feel like you've lost 10 pounds when you walk in them. I can't describe it. You just have to try it. And if you're somebody who needs a lot of cushion, these are going to be your best friend. Now, I've had the New Balance More Fresh Foam sneaker. I couldn't find one that I liked in the More style, but I got this one. This is the New Balance 1080, and it's also the Fresh Foam. See the color in this? It's washing out a little bit on camera, but in front you've just got this really pale blue, and then it kind of fades into lavender, and then on the back it fades into a light pink, and I love that. I think that is so pretty. Now for another shoe, this is what I wore to Disney, and I love these as well. These are the HOKA Bondi sneakers, and it's what I've been wearing in this video. You can tell what kind of colors I love. This has lavender and blue on it as well. Now these have the thick sole, but it's not as squishy as the New Balance, but the insole of these is a little bit more squishy. I just can't describe it. This one is like supportive cushy. The New Balance is more cushy. With the New Balances, you feel like you're walking on the moon. And what I mean by that is, like I said, you feel like you've lost 10 pounds and you feel light on your feet and like you're actually kind of bouncing along when you walk in these. It's just such a neat sensation. These, you feel very comfortable, very sure-footed, very supported, but it's still very soft, but it's a more supportive, strong support than squishy. So it depends on, which sensation you like. Both of these are excellent. They're both running shoes, but I use them for walking. And I get my true size 6.5 in the HOKAs. In the New Balance, I have to go up a half a size to a 7. And they're both wide enough in the toe box that I don't need to get them in a wide width. I can wear just the regular width and I'm fine. But if you get your shoes through Fleet Feet, which is where I shop, then they have almost every shoe offered in a wide width online too, if you need wide. So shop through Fleet Feet. I like to go to my local store, but they do have an online store too, and that's where I will link these 2 sneakers. I hope y'all have learned a little something today about me, or maybe about some exercises. And don't forget to look up that book, Fast, Feast, Repeat by Jen Stevens. It's on Amazon. I'll link it. This really explains the whole intermittent fasting ideal better than I ever could, and it's a good read, and it explains the benefits to your body. Now, I've been doing the fasting on my own, but I do have a friend who featured me on her podcast a few weeks ago, and I'm going to put a link to her. She is a weight loss coach. She's doing the Faster Way to Fat Loss, or maybe it's Faster Way to Weight Loss program, but she's a certified coach. She's a retired teacher, so now she teaches this program. So I will put a link to her down in the description as well. Thanks again to AG1 for sponsoring today. Remember, you can get your free 5 travel packs and your free year supply of the vitamin D and K drops if you scan my QR code or use the link down in the description. Thank you all for joining me today. I appreciate you, and until I see you in my next one, have a stylish day. Bye.